Welcome to Origins with me, Cush Jumbo, the show where the biggest names in entertainment tell me the stories, the anecdotes, the big breaks that made them who they are today. But more on that in a bit because, listener, you may be wondering who the hell I am. I'm not a broadcaster, I'm not a radio host, and I'm not even an interviewer. I'm an actress. I've played everything from a fiery American lawyer on The Good Wife to a Shakespearean queen in the West End. But this podcast isn't about the roles people play. It's a conversation about their origins. My guests' background, childhood, early inspiration, and growing up. Who they are in real life. So why am I doing this? Well, after doing a ton of interviews myself over the years, I'm always left feeling like people still don't really know who I am or what really makes me tick. So what if I could find that out about some of the most successful people on earth? I'm really nosy and I really want to know. Each episode, a guest brings the stories that in some way are a beginning of who they are. You'll hear about when writers learnt to write, when comedians became funny, and when actors found their acting. Like my co-star in Criminal Record and previous Doctor Who, Peter Capaldi.
And when I did eventually become an actor, ignoring the fact that fate had given me this extraordinary opportunity, and fate had come back and said, no, you're going to act. Ignoring that completely, anytime I went into a job, I was terrified of all the actors who'd been to drama school, particularly the young ones, because I thought, they know how to do this. I don't know how to do this.
We have a laugh on the show with so many of my guests, like with my friend, actor and model, Poppy Delevingne.
Anything they want. Do you know what they wanted for Christmas this year? They said, we want a bearded dragon. I went, well, absolutely. Didn't even ask their parents.
Just
my
ordered
sister
one.
And my brother-in-law. Thought they'd cost, 15 quid? Turned out Callan, the bearded dragon, cost like 500 quid and his tank cost 700 quid.
Oh my God.
The tank takes up half their sitting room.
Oh no! We'll also hear stories about love. His celebrated designer, Michael Kors.
The cities that I've traveled to, what's inspired me constantly is seeing new places and seeing people. And then to be able to share it with someone. I mean, it's just, you can't describe it. I couldn't do what I do, nor could I be the man that I am without Lance.
We'll also hear about the roller coaster of life as a teenager. Come on in, Golda Rocheval, aka Queen Charlotte in Bridgerton.
I only kind of discovered my sexuality when I went to drama school. And I remember I had a boyfriend.
You've got to have one.
And we held hands. It was great. I loved it. He's now gay.
Some origins are forged in adversity. Here's author Harlan Coben on losing his parents at a young age.
Long story short, by the time I got down, he was already in the OR and died on the table. So he seemed in perfect shape before that, completely sudden, out of the blue, and he was my hero. And I don't want to get too teary here, but it was an absolutely destroyed me. And it affects also the silver lining, which is not a silver lining in this, is there's no question I'm a better writer for it.
And I'm particularly excited to share with you the intimate, never-before-told stories like this from our episode with Dame Anna Wintour.
I've also worked for people in my own career growing up that haven't been that decisive and sometimes have waffled a bit. And I learned how annoying that is. Mm-hmm. Not annoying, but just how confusing in a way it is. And like, you don't know what to do. And then they change their minds. And honestly, yes or no is much easier to accept and to act on than, well, let's talk about it some more. And somehow, the air, comes out of the balloon if you're not decisive and excited. And
join me every week to hear where it all began. From Sony Music Entertainment, this is Origins with me, Cush Jumbo.